everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Cynthia and you've reached Creative Mama of 3. I'm going to do a little bit of a craft room tour, I guess. I'm going to be doing major changes to this room. So I thought I would show you a video of what it looks like now. Also, I'm going to be decluttering and getting rid of some fabric and maybe some patterns, some yarns, some stuff that I just don't need anymore. So if you are interested in any of this, you could check out my eBay store down in the description below. I'm going to be putting everything out on eBay, and I also put on eBay some of my finds when I go thrifting. So check that out, and if you see anything you like, just bid on it and let me know. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the room. It is kind of a mess, so I'll just give out that little warning. So let's see. Okay, as you can see, it's a fairly large room. It was an extra bedroom downstairs off the kitchen. So this is where I sew. I usually sit right on the other side. Right now it has a whole bunch of fabric. This is a lot of the fabric that I'm selling, and I love this table. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but this table moves up and down with a push of a button. See, goes down and then it goes up. I do put it down for sewing, and then I put it up so that it's like counter height for when I'm cutting. Okay, and then here is kind of where a closet kind of would have been. So this is 2 wall units that have little cabinets underneath. It has gotten to the point where I don't even know what's in these cabinets. I know it's fabric, but I don't know what. And also, for many years, I worked at Joann's. So I do have a little problem with remnants. I do like to buy them, especially when they're 50% off or 75% off. I don't know what's in there. That has not been opened in years. And then that is a basket full of bias tape, hem tape, twill tape, and stuff like that was given to me. Here is my very first Cricut. I think it's an Expressions. And I do find sometimes these bolts of fabric that I actually find at Goodwill. And they're very cheap, for a couple of dollars for what's ever left on there. And then here's some glitter vinyl. Here's some more fabrics that I have not gone through, and there's yarn. I used to be a real big knitter and crocheter before I kind of discovered sewing. So I do have a lot of that. And in these bins are, I think, yarn. I'm not even sure. And then this dresser, which I'm going to be probably getting rid of this dresser. I thought it would be a good idea to put my leftover yarns in there, like the stuff, little balls that you have when you finish a project, but it's really not. Oh, let's get into focus. Okay. It's really not a good fit for me. So that will be leaving. The only thing that I'm really proud of is my storage of patterns. They're just dollar store shoe boxes that I put my patterns in, and then I kind of have them loosely organized. Like the ones over here underneath the blue bin, those are like vintage 90s, 80s, and earlier. And then these are like the relatively new ones that I've bought at Joann's during sales. And then these bins just have a bunch of stuff in it that I just threw in there. And then fabric. I think this is for Christmas. I had planned on making family members some items, so all of that is there. Okay. And then there's more fabric. And there's a whole bunch of remnants. Let me see if I can point. Okay, there we go. That is all batting. A friend was moving, so she gave me her batting scraps, and then I just zigzagged them together, and I've made like at least 3 quilts out of what leftovers she had given me. And that is Cricut vinyl. All I have is really permanent vinyl. I don't have any iron on. And there's more vinyl there. And here's where I'm putting my patterns when I take them out of the envelope and I use them, I trace all my patterns and then I put bigger envelopes. I would take a better picture of that in a moment. And these are all books and magazines. The top one is knitting, that's sewing, and that is crocheting. And then more bins. And let me get over there without hurting myself. And I also think that this is a good idea. What I do is whenever I buy fabric for one of my daughters, because I think they would like it, I put it in their bin. And it has their name on it. So this is all like unicorn stuff, dragons, horses that Viviana likes. Olivia likes a lot of different stuff, but mostly unicorn, Leo and Stitch. And then Cora's my penguin girl. Christmas penguins, anything that's gaming. So I put all that there. And then this is crochet thread. So you can see it's pretty much a mess. Okay, and then I have here bolts of my fabric. I got a lot of that fluffy stuff that my daughter likes to have her pajamas made out of. And then I have a beginning of a very scrappy quilt. All the fabric that's in that quilt so far has been stuff that was given to me. I have a lot of sewing friends. And let's see if I can put it up so you guys can get a look at it. There it is. See? It's kind of large, but it's not big enough for like a full-size blanket yet. So I'm working on that. And then here are more fabrics that I will be posting and selling. And then bolts. Most of those bolts are mine. And then another sewing machine. That's my daughter's sewing machine. And those fabrics are mine. Those bolts down there are ones I will be selling. Also, let me show you my little collection of sewing machines right there. I have 3 other sewing machines that I use as backup. Because one day I did not have, it was almost Christmas time. And I had things to do. There's my other sewing machine. She's on the floor right now because I have all this fabric here. I had projects to make and my sewing machine broke. So did not get my stuff. So this is where I sit. And I have fabric there and some puzzles. And then this one have like stuff from my children, like some of their child stuff, like those are Girl Scout bags. We're heavily into Girl Scouts. I have a great window that provides a lot of really natural light during the day. And then this is what I was telling you about. This one is a PDF filed pattern that I have wrapped up. And then this is what I do with them once I used it. I put them in here. And a lot of these I use for cosplay for the girls' Halloween costumes, which I hope to do a video on that. Okay. And then there's the door. It doesn't have a door in this room. It has like clips to hold something up. So I actually made that quilt. It's a little too small though for the room, for the door opening. So I need to fix that. Here is my holder for my iPad. So I can watch movies while I'm sewing. And that's the area that I showed you. So that's my view from my cutting table, sewing table. And I have a lot of stuff on the floor. Because I just have no room. They're in bags, so they're clean. We have no pets. We don't smoke. We don't even wear our shoes in the house. So, And then this fabric I got really cheap, and it has like food on it. It's a flannel. I've already made my daughter 2 pairs of pajamas with it, and I have plenty left. So that I'm keeping. And then this is going out into my kitchen area almost. So this is where I have my ironing boards. Hopefully I can incorporate that into my room. So this is the room. And then up there, up on top, where's my finger? There it is. Okay. Up there is upholstery vinyl that I would like to be making purses hopefully one day. And then let me show you the quilt that I made. I made this quilt a while ago, and same thing with this quilt except for the black. It is all scraps that people had given me, and you could see it doesn't fit. So hopefully that other scrappy quilt will fit. And some of these fabrics are in that scrappy quilt because I had just so much of it. So, and it's just not, it's not finished. I still have to bind it. I took a lot of these scraps and cut them into 2-inch pieces, and I was going to do a multicolor binding. So that's what hangs up on the wall of my shop. Okay, well, thank you for hanging with me for this video. This is the before, and I hope real soon, I'm going to be working hard on it, to give you a nice after. And hopefully it'll be clean, it'll be decluttered, because I still have fabric upstairs in some other room. So, you know, we'll have a nice clean work area, and we can produce some really nice fun things. Thank you for joining me today. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed and you want to see the after, please subscribe. And also click on the bell if you want to make sure you don't miss any videos from me. Thank you for joining me. Bye.